I forgot to talk about this, and I've been like saving it. Well, not really saving it. I went to Belle Delphine's Halloween.
Oh God,
party.
yes.
Oh yes, you mentioned this. Yeah.
Was she there?
She was there. Yeah, of course. It was her party.
Yeah,
It was
she
her
might
house.
have been one of those parties where you see her for like 2 minutes and then she's off talking.
She's like in her office doing work or something, and she doesn't fraternize the.
No, she invited. It was also her birthday
On
so she
Halloween.
invited,
Lewis, I don't want you to take this the wrong way.
on that week.
Why were you invited to Belle Delphine's birthday?
Right.
Because
And
I know you very well, and she is not in any way the kind of content that you create.
No.
And I believe she's probably a good bit younger than you. So I'm just saying.
Was your opener when you got there? Hey, guess what? I'm 40 now.
I did say that to her. Yeah.
Nice.
She said she's 24.
Wow,
Did you know
there
her
you
before
go.
she was
This
famous?
week.
Wait, so she was a teenager
No,
when she was bottling bathtub water?
Yeah, she was like 18.
Oh
Good
my
Lord.
god,
yeah.
man.
I know. It's actually crazy. So she's really nice.
Yeah.
She doesn't look much like you think she would, because I think she's done quite a good job of like actually remaining. And I guess you have to be when you're that famous.
She's
and
very
not fairly
pretty. She
anonymous.
is very pretty.
She's very pretty.
But wait,
she's very nice.
What does she do now though? Because the last I heard, when she was like I feel like she created a name for herself through the bathwater stuff, but I'm not
and
sure.
the OnlyFans and all that. Made a fortune
Oh,
and
is
then
it
presumably
OnlyFans? Right.
retired. I mean,
That's exactly what she's done. I think I think she's made her money and is happy to perhaps hide now. I don't know. I think she's I don't want to speculate, but she's obviously got a lovely house. She's really, I think her whole thing really is making stuff look beautiful. I think she's really gone through and made this house look absolutely fantastic. Like she's like playing The Sims times 100.
Right.
You know, every room is like customly created. She's got like a bar and like a little library and all these sort of paintings on the walls and a dining room and this huge mansion. It's got 2 sets of staircases. That's how you know it's a big house, right? When it's got 2 staircases.
I mean, I've got 2 staircases, but they go from
but
one
they're-
floor to the next,
they're
and then from
above
that
each
floor
other.
to the next one.
Yeah.
But that is
Yeah.
2 staircases, so if that impresses you, come on
It's
round.
2 staircases.
You've got a very
downstairs.
typical like Victorian London house set up with the landing, right? Like
Yes.
yeah.
And then the ballroom, of course.
Yes, of course. Yeah.
Yeah, and it's just it's a really nice house. She a lot of nice people, and she's got friends from all sort of different walks of life, really. So she's
Yes.
friends with the cosplay community. Weirdly, like I know her from 2 different friend groups.
How do
Right.
you know Belle Delphine? I mean, I know you are Lewis Brindley du Yogscast. I'm not having a pop, but I don't imagine you ever being in the same circles as her.
No.
Well, I didn't either necessarily, but I'm friends with these sort of people who know people through Comic-Con and cosplaying, but she's also friends with some LARPing people. And Duncan and Smithy have seen her on a LARP.
She goes LARPing? You've got to
Yeah,
be kidding me.
She's been on a LARP or 2.
What, as an
So there are a
orc
bunch
or
of
something?
LARPing people
What
there.
does she go as?
Well, I imagine a sexy elf or something. I don't know, some sexy nymph.
She
What do you think she goes as? She doesn't go as a fucking
I was
ogre.
assuming she
not?
went as like a massively overweight apron wearing bartender. Was my first guess. But
Adventurers! I suppose you're after the
with
goblin
a
treasure.
Cornish accent, of course. Yeah.
Exactly. It goes as like Fiona from Shrek or whatever. I don't know. She definitely does some. Anyway, but it was a really nice place. Everyone was like encouraged to dress up. So, you know, because there were a lot of cosplay and a lot of LARPing people there, everyone sort of made a bit of an effort. It
Except for
looked
you with your
fantastic.
rubber T-Rex costume.
Oh, no.
that what you wore?
I got like a rented musketeer.
Of
Oh,
course,
fair
of
enough,
course.
yeah.
That would suit you, actually,
Yeah.
Lulu. That would suit you.
You got the
Which
face. You have a
looked
musketeer
nice.
face.
He does. French.
Uh-huh.
Yeah, you have a
Yes.
French-leaning face, I
Yeah.
would say.
With the moustache.
Yeah.
Yeah, I have French ancestry.
Oh,
So
right.
Really?
Well, that
would
explains
be
it all.
right. Not Lebanese.
No.
Blondly. Le Blonde. Le Blonde. That's
But
it.
I mean, the whole thing was very interesting because all the people are kind of lots of beautiful people.
Yeah. I
Okay.
bet.
And then some weird people.
Right.
So what for example, when we were on holiday in Corfu, my friend Tom was looking up these he follows a lot of these Instagram hotties, right?
Mm.
Right.
And so he was we found this one girl randomly on TikTok whose thing was she would stand over the camera and like look down on you and sort of shit talk you and call you names.
Okay, what's her username?
But then she would just degrade you and spit on you, right? It was kind of awful, but also like kind of shockingly awful in a hot way, right?
So what is her username?
I'm not gonna
Spitter.
Probably there's tons of them, right?
Just
Like,
put it
they're
in.
all over the
Put
place.
it in the general channel and let me look it up. Otherwise, we're just talking about something pointlessly. Just tell me.
Her username is awful spitter.
I have not kept her name. All right, I don't actually know, and I don't follow her.
Shocking.
But I recognized her at this Halloween party,
Right.
and I was like, Tom, it's her from TikTok, and he was like, Oh my god, it is.
Oh my god!
Oh
my
Brindles,
God.
You're correct. It is.
Monsieur Brondley, c'est vrai.
Well, we were dressed up, so we had to do the accents, and I was shocked.
I bet I can guess who this is, by the way.
Probably. Anyway, she was there with I thought she was there with her dad,
Right.
Because I thought I was going to be the oldest guy there, But
So you were upset to find that there was somebody else there older than you.
I was, yes, I was crushed. It wasn't a whole kind of, it wasn't like an orgy or anything like kind of crazily sexualized or anything, like you might think.
No,
it was all very
that
wholesome.
never occurred to me.
What time did you
Genuinely.
have to leave to have your prune juice nightcap? Because that's probably when the orgy happened. After
Oh
you left.
yeah, like 8 p.m. I left.
Yeah.
Really
I find
early.
in my experience, usually the party really starts after I leave.
This was a pretty tame party, really. Everyone was really nice. They had some like little treasure hunt stuff. Belle printed out like a little book of photos for us all, but photoshopped us all to look like we were all dead, which was
Gosh.
quite nice.
Oh,
So
it's
everyone
Halloween,
had a little
okay.
picture of them
Yeah.
in a thing. She had like these really cool decorations, like a giant, terrifying kind of fortune teller machine style jester monster thing
Right.
in the basement that would flail at you. She had some great stuff. It was really, really cool.
So did you like chat to her, or was she just sort of floating around the party hosting, or like how many people
I
were there?
chatted briefly. There were about probably like 80, 100 people there.
Good
you know.
God,
That's a big
in
party.
her house.
Yeah. Well, it's a
Oh.
mansion, so
Yeah, true.
yeah.
They brought some people, people would generally bring in sort of plus ones, right? And so,
What were
this
like
couple there.
what was the parking situation like?
She just got a really big front drive,
Right.
And
And what were the cars like parked out there? Was it like Lambos and stuff?
well, I think
mostly.
she has a Ferrari, I think, or something.
I wonder
or
how
Porsche.
much she's made from all this. It must be millions.
She must have. Yeah, she must have.
Well,
I
okay.
mean, I'm going to guess she's probably made about 30 or 40 million pounds from this.
Oh, I
kind
don't
of
know if
venture.
it's 30 or 40.
I think it
That's
could
quite,
be.
That's
I
a
think it
high.
could be.
I
amount
think
of
that's
millions.
actually a low ball.
Wow.
Pretty low ball.
Really? Wow.
Yeah.